this morning is a sigh of relief a little bit. I feel like I'm defrosting, I'm getting my personality back. We are turning a page on a chapter that has been very, very busy and very, very taxing. The wedding's come in, we're pretty much sorted. We've also had our last bit of builder's work that we're going to get done. We're just waiting for our final invoice. So the last bit was the skirting boards. Obviously nothing has been like a health scare, or, you know, when I say it's been taxing, it's been stressful. I'm very lucky that the things that have been stressful are of my own making. It was just too much all at once. This morning, I feel like my shoulders have dropped about 4 centimeters. I kind of feel like this time of year where it's colder, it's probably like, it's obviously going to be getting harder to get up in the mornings. I feel like it's just really easy for bad habits to sneak in. And while I'm like, I don't want to do anything too hard, I don't want to be hard on myself in this next sort of like few months, I do want to still be intentional with what it is that I'm doing. So I want to sit and do a bit of a goals review, kind of reflect on some of the goals that I've had and how they've gone, and also just, yeah, what I might like to get out of the rest of the year, basically. I think kind of looking back at previous goals, even though I didn't sit down and write them down, I think writing these down is probably going to help. In terms of the current goals, this is more looking at kind of like for the end of the year, because we're going to Ibiza just for like a few days after the wedding. I feel like I need that break, and I feel like I'm hoping I'll come back. Not sometimes when you come back from holiday, you come back just like hating everything and with like holiday blues and like can't be bothered to do stuff. I'm hoping that it's not going to be like that. I'm hoping I'm going to come back and feel refreshed and energized, but we'll see, because I don't know if I'm expecting too much of like a few full days, but I just don't want to set myself any crazy goals. For me, this winter is not lock-in kind of vibes. Like for me, it's very like work towards my goals, but prioritize rest as well as working towards goals. So in terms of the ones that I've written down for, I've kind of broadly put them into 2 categories, so health and personal. I've put movement every day. My dance class, because it's an hour and a half, you know, that counts. Walking posy, like I go for like an hour, that counts. And even just leaning on things like Pilates. And I'm going to move my actual gym sort of weight training goal down to twice a week. I want my main goal to just be movement every day, and to be less harsh on myself with what that means. If you're trying to build a certain muscle, if you're trying to look a certain way, then like you're going to have to be more specific. But I just like to be a little bit leaner, and really for me, it's my diet that's going to do that. Obviously exercise is important for other reasons, and that's why I still want to do weight training. I don't want a specific look. I just wanted to be a little bit leaner. So for me, that is mainly going to be down to my diet. But another one for me for my health is to go back to my meditation and my breath work. It really is what got me out of my anxiety that I struggled with for a really, really long time. I want to be proactive with my meditation, my breath work, because I feel like I use them as a crutch when I'm feeling bad. Building up to the wedding now, I've had so much nervous energy purely to, you know, walk down the aisle, be in a wedding dress in front of all these people, say our vows and everything. I just feel nervous. Like I'm excited, but it's definitely kind of like a nervous energy that's in the body. And in terms of breath work, I literally do the most straightforward, just in for 4 seconds through the nose, out for 8 seconds through the mouth. And it helps so much. Those are my kind of like health things that I'm thinking about. The second area I looked at was my personal goals. Number 1, achievable daily goals. I think where I've gone wrong this year with having so much on is looking at the bigger picture of all of those things simultaneously and just feeling overwhelmed and stressed. And then when I am trying to rest, I can't, because I feel like it's not so much that I feel like I should be doing things, but it's just a matter of those things are almost always in my awareness, even if they're not on my mind. What I need to do is kind of detach myself from the overall goal of finishing the house and actually just wake up and designate my day how I feel like will work for that day. Achievable daily goals, definitely number 1. Giving myself more time. So I think on the days, like if I need to wake up earlier, then I'm going to try my absolute best to. It's even harder at the minute because we have pretty much none of our radiators are plumbed in. That might be more difficult, but it doesn't mean that I can't do it. So I need to maybe try and get up a bit earlier some days. I don't need to do 6 a.m. every day. I just don't need to, but some days of the week it might be a good idea. And the third one for me is just to prioritize my hobbies. I still want to continue going to my dance class and continue with my YouTube videos. And the last one is just to finally, we really want to move into the bedroom. So I'm keeping that on there because that's the current DIY overall goal. Thank you for joining me for another video, and I will see you in the next one.